So this tweet that announced that some very popular spatial packages in R are going to be archived. There's more modern versions. There's very good reasons that this is happening. But if you use these R packages in your code that you still want to be able to use, this causes a problem. You either need to update all your code or it's just going to stop working or be hard to install. Like you just have to keep like these old versions of packages and be very careful never to lose them. So both of those are problematic. Updating all your old code that works just fine may not be the best use of your time. So using Docker images is a great way to deal with this problem. So if we look onto the over here on Docker Hub, the Rocker images, there's this image called geospatial, and that has all your spatial packages you'd want to use, and in particular it has these it has these packages here. All right, so another thing to note about the Rocker images is that they're versioned. So if we go down, okay, we're going to geospatial. Okay, so we look here, we see these tags. These are versions. So that is referring to the R version. And if we go over to the Rocker versioned documentation, has a nice little table here, and we can look this up. And so what's going on is that it's going to install a particular version of R, in this case 4.1, and it's going to have the Linux version to match with that. And then it's also going to have your RStudio version that's going to match with that. So that's, everything's going to work together. And it's going to use the CRAN archive, a snapshot of that, on this date, just right around when this was released. And by using this Docker image, you can then use your code that worked fine in 2021. So let's go ahead and spin that up. I will note, just so you're aware, it's pretty huge, but that's okay. Just make sure you have space. So if you've watched the previous videos, then this Docker command is going to look really familiar. So we've got Docker run. I am on a Apple Mac, so I have this. I have a Mac and I have an Apple chip. So I have to add this. If you are not on this kind of machine, just don't put that there. I'm running it in detached mode. This is the port. So this is for the Rocker images. They listen on port 8787. So this always has to be here. Because I have some other applications running on that, I'm actually in my browser going to use this number. I'm going to use user test for my RStudio server and then the password test. And then I give it Rocker, geospatial, and colon. I'm going to give it that version tagged. So when I run this in my terminal, this is what it looks like right here. So I ran that. It said it couldn't find the image locally. That's right, I hadn't downloaded it yet. So it just downloads the whole thing, boom, boom, boom. And then now when I go into Docker, I'm now opening the Docker app. There it is. It says it's running. And that's it. I sign in, and in this container I have R 4.1 and I have all those packages from August 2021. There you go.